And we're live. All right, welcome to Upturned Table. So sorry for the false starts there. We had trouble getting the the video to say what it was supposed to be. But I'm Jeremy, and I'll be the keeper. And playing tonight are Matt and Terry. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hello. So this is going to be a little bit of a change of pace. We still have probably another session of Dead Man's Stomp, the third adventure from the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition starter set. But we're going to do, because we're down Will is out sick, we're going to do a little bit of a prequel episode, a little bit of an adventure to tie us to characters and to kind of the beginnings of things, the origins of things, for Masks of Nyarlathotep, which we hopefully will be running as the next part of Call of Cthulhu, because we're in New York in 1925, and that's where it picks up. But for this session, we're going to be, it's 1921, so we're going to rewind the two characters a little bit and give them kind of their starting sanity, starting luck. Unfortunately, sanity bonuses for anything you get accomplished in this episode won't really apply, but I'll give you luck bonuses instead that you can carry over to what's currently going on. Since we're using the optional luck rules, that should help a little bit with rolls and stuff.
Definitely.
All right. Okay, so we will pick up, and we're on Alchemy, so you should see some nice scenes. I've pulled in some of the starting scenes for Masks, and oh yeah, let's switch to the starting graphic for Masks. All right, so here's where we're going to start.
I leave.
All right. So it's
an interesting looking
person. Yeah, that should be fun to deal with. I'm sure a handgun will take care of that. No problem.
That's the old Black Pharaoh right there.
Yes. So 1921, we're going to be at Notre Dame University, and we'll already have Vincent and Emmanuel, Professor DiAngelo, have already met. They're already acquainted through the university. And as far as your character, Matt, in 1921, kind of where would he be at as far as some of his past events, life events?
So he, as we were playing in our regular timeline, he's a professor at Notre Dame. He's a defrocked priest, Catholic priest, who lost his position because of womanizing and drinking. And so I think back here in 21, he was recently defrocked. So he's just become a lay professor.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and say he's shacked up with the woman who he was involved with when he got in trouble with the church.
Okay. And what's her name? Just so we have some.
Let's see. Let's go with Abigail.
Okay.
Struthers.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Also a Protestant, so that's twice as bad.
Yes. All right. Okay, and Vincent being a bit younger. So if we rewind 4 years, where is Vincent Quartermain as far as like his writing career? Because you're an author. Are you just starting out, or have you already published something of significance, or are you just looking for inspiration? Where do you think Vincent's at?
Vincent is having writer's block.
Oh,
and
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been told all of his life that he's descended from the Quartermain family, the famous Quartermain family, but he hasn't quite figured all of that out yet.
Okay.
And so that's like to be discovered in the future.
Good. All right. So so both of you, so we're kind of centered around Notre Dame University in Indiana right now. And there's been an ad in the paper that both of you have noticed. And then it also gets brought to the attention of Professor DiAngelo by the school administration, something that may be useful for improving his situation. It's kind of it's a call for a famous expedition that, let me see if I can find the handout. It's a call for an expedition. They're looking for members for an expedition to Peru, and there is a handout for this. I promise you. There's not a search, is there, for the? There we go. Peru.
Wait, who is this, and
this is just in the news.
Where is this coming from?
Yeah. So you see, this was published in the newspaper, and then it was. Let me share it with you guys. Here we go. It was brought to the attention of the professor saying that you may want to with being as subtle as they can. It's like we really want you to join this team. This is possibly a very prestigious expedition, and it would help you greatly recover some of your reputation. So if you look under handouts, it's Carlisle Papers Peru #1, and it's the small newspaper entry is a search for ancient pyramid in Peru. So explorers plan expedition to discover site of lost civilization. So we're in 1921, January 12th, and Lima is the location. So explorer Augustus Larkin is planning an expedition to the southern highlands of Peru, where he hopes to identify the site of a pyramid long forgotten by history. Following the discovery of a number of gold artifacts in the region, Larkin believes that he has found evidence that will lead him to their source. He is currently in Lima planning an expedition and is recruiting companions and possible backers. So let's say Notre Dame has probably gone in as a backer and has chosen Professor DiAngelo to assist, and Vincent with some interest in archaeology. This is a little fascinating for you too, as well as maybe this travel and this adventure may be something to kind of shake you out of your writer's block and give you inspiration for.
Exactly.
For
you can write a road story. That'd be cool.
All right.
You might have to do a share on that handout because I'm not seeing it.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
should
no.
be.
It's at the top.
It should be shared.
At the top of the handouts.
I can.
Carlisle
Let me.
Papers.
Can I put it in?
My top one says Edge of Darkness.
It's okay. Let me.
Did you share with everyone?
Yep. No, I didn't. I don't want to share with you. Now let me double check.
Huh?
I didn't want to share with you. Now let me check all the stuff. Yeah, everyone's shared with. It's everyone. But yeah, what I read was just it's a very small newspaper clipping, just the contents of that. It should be in there. I wish I could put it on the. Put it in the journal. But it's just it was brought to your attention and said, hint, hint, you should. So plans were made and things were confirmed, and you are booked passage on a steamliner headed for Lima. So we will dispense with a lot of the travel plans. You have a pretty uneventful trip. The one interesting thing is during your it takes about a week, I think, of total travel between train and steamliner. And the interesting thing is, while you're kind of chatting over breakfast or over meals or just basically discussing things, you have a shared dream that happens to both of you. So it's a little. Oh, and also, sorry. So while arrangements are being made, another handout that hopefully Matt can see, another handout, you do receive a telegram from the organizer of the expedition, and that will be Carlisle Papers, Peru #2. And it simply says on the telegram, "Thank you for joining the expedition. Stop. Please join me in Lima. Stop. Have booked you a room at the Hotel Mauri. Stop. Meet at 18th March at 7 p.m. at the Bar Cordano." And then the address is Huron Encash 202 Distrito de Lima. Stop. Signed Augustus Larkin, who you know is the organizer of this. So I'll bring that up again. So that's the.
Do we know like what his deal is? Like what?
Yeah, he's from a wealthy. From just generally what you know from him, and you can do a roll if you want to do a little research because you've got some time. You don't have to meet him until in March, so you'll have some time to do some research. But the Larkin family is a famous. A famous British family. From what you can find on Augustus, he doesn't seem to have a lot of personal accomplishments. He might be trying to make up for some of that compared to some of his siblings. He's very not quite accomplished and not quite contributing to the name of Larkin. And if you want to do a library roll or you want to research a little bit on him, you can get some more information.
So
Hey,
this telegram, is this something in our handouts?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it should be in your handouts. Carlisle Papers 2.
I see it on the live stream, but I don't see it in our handouts.
Oh, come
on. It actually, I have it. For me, it's 3 down.
Oh yeah, so it might not come. Yeah,
okay.
It might not come in order. Yeah. For some reason, it's not populating at the top. Yeah, in mine it's above all the Edge of Darkness stuff, but that doesn't mean that doesn't work.
Okay,
the same way.
Let me in Lima. Stop.
I got a hard.
Hard success. Excellent. Okay, so so you look up the this name, and so I'll give you, because of a hard success, I'll give you a little bit of the Peru information and a little bit of the family. So very slowly. So Augustus Larkin. So he has basically set up this this expedition to improve himself and his let's see, and his status. Sorry, let me scroll. So he was the eldest son of a rather wealthy colonial family in Kenya. So a British family of origin, but they're colonists living in Kenya. From what it looks like, he's refused to follow in his father's footsteps. It was the railroad business. So building a railroad in Africa is how his family made the money. He's become a bit of a wastrel, a drunkard, and a womanizer. just exactly the kind of guy you want to hang out with. So there's been a few kind of scandalous reports in British press of him. He's been kind of connected to the less reputable parts of Nairobi society, and this seems to be, and he's attempting a redemption arc. So getting associated with this expedition seems to be something he wants to do to save his family's reputation. And from what you can tell, there have been gold artifacts that have been discovered in the in tunnels and things surrounding this site. But there's also a lot of kind of folklore and village tales. These kind of terrifying stories of these white-faced, blood-sucking or kind of leech, like kind of what would be understood as like a vampire. So these pale-faced vampires have been seen in this area attacking villagers. So it's been very difficult to mount any expeditions locally. There's too much fear in the local population. And it seems that Larkin has had to go. That's why he's tried to create a group from the outside to try to find this site and see what kind of riches and significance, archaeological significance, it has. And that's what you've kind of come up with.
How did we hear about the the vampires?
This is research that the professor is doing, looking through
Okay.
just press, because he got a hard success with some library use. So he not only found some things about the Larkin, about Augustus Larkin organizing it, but also about this area, which kind of explains why this discovery has been stalled, because you're not getting any local support. All right. Yes. So and if I
vampires, that's ridiculous.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And if I can scroll past this giant map of Peru. And the name of the locals' name of these creatures is the Karasiri, Kharisiri. Karasiri. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's the name the locals use. There's a few names that they use, and basically it translates into being cut up or torn to pieces. It's it's a word that they've just used to call them. And once I get past all the NPCs, any questions?
Karasiri is so. That's what they're calling the creatures.
Yes,
with the white faces.
Yeah, these white face vampire type creatures. That's what the locals call them. So if you want to interrogate or want to ask them about it, that's what they're called. All right, and where is this awesome opening scene? So you're traveling, and you're on. Let's see, you're on the ship. Oh, that's strange. So yeah, we'll say that you've so you both have this same strange dream that you're outside of a hotel room door. Oh, here we go. So both of you had this kind of similar dream that is very puzzling, and you've discussed this during your travel. You're standing in a dimly lit corridor of a hotel. Ahead of you is the hotel room door bearing the number 410. And as you knock at the door, you hear muffled cries and movement from within. A sense of foreboding grips you. As you look at the faces of your companions, something terrible lies within. But with a moment of hesitation, you then rush through the door into room 410 to find what lies within. And then the dream becomes it starts to fade, and you don't see what's inside, but you see yourself rushing into something dark, something foreboding, and perhaps your destiny. All right, and you arrive. Your steamship arrives in Peru, and you're in time to check into your hotel room. Everything is as promised in the telegrams.
The room number.
Yes, yeah. The room number from your dream that both of you saw was 410.
No, but what's the room number in the real hotel?
Oh, in the real hotel you're checking into. It's quite a small hotel. It doesn't have. It looks like it has 2 stories, not 4. So your room number is just 6. So very small, very small hotel. So nothing foreboding. And this looked very American in appointment. This Peruvian hotel is a bit different. It's a bit more modest. There are indoor plumbing and all the electric lights and recent modernization has come to Lima, but overall things are simpler, less appointed, less not European in style, more modest in decoration. A lot of the local textiles and things are featured, but for the most part, it's a bit more modest than anything you've experienced in the U.S. or Europe in previous travels. All right, and so let's take you. So you check into your room, and you're going to make the make your appointment at the bar, the Bar Coronado. So this is just it's within easy walking distance from your hotel. The front desk can instruct you. Oh, the thing is though. So both of you, I think, are only English speakers. Do you have any additional languages? Because Peru is majority going to be Spanish. There's very little. There's some native.
Unfortunately,
yes.
I speak Latin and Italian.
Okay. So Spanish, yeah. Spanish is
Italian and Spanish are very close.
Yeah. So I think
they're pretty close,
yeah.
but they're not like really mutually intelligible.
Yes, you pick up a few words, Professor.
I got the C and the no
yes.
down.
Nice. All right. But
I don't know what languages they speak. I don't think I ever like put any of that down like that.
Okay.
It'd be in your skill list.
Yeah. You get a little bit of
skill list.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's languages and I think own
language other 0.01.
Oh, there you go.
So you didn't get any.
All right.
I have a 90 in my own language.
Oh, good. That might come in handy actually. All right. Okay, so let's take you to the Bar Coronado. So you arrive and are led to a table, and seated at this table are some actually, can I show you these guys? Are some interesting looking men. So the first person you notice, who is just kind of giving you a hard stare, is this individual. Is a very gaunt Spanish, Latin-looking man with bright blue eyes. He's got kind of sunken cheeks, and is not very well dressed. Just wearing kind of a very worn out suit, but gives you a very intense stare, and he's also got his eyes on an African-American gentleman at the table. So when you arrived, he was kind of staring him down, and now that you've come to the table, he's staring at you. And you haven't been.
He doesn't look well.
Yeah, you haven't been introduced yet.
Well, the label on his picture says "Undead Conquistador."
Oh no! Well, spoilers.
Oops.
Oh, so wonderful. Why would they do that? So I can share it, and then can I share it without the title? I bet I can. Where is our benefactor here? Well, he may or may not be an undead conquistador.
Spoiler.
And okay, well, I guess you're seeing the man at the table.
He just looks that way.
Yes, right. They're not giving me our main guy here. Okay, well, he's seated at the table. So there is an obviously kind of British appearing man. He also is quite gaunt, very pale, blonde hair, light eyes, but dark circles under his eyes, as if he hasn't slept well. The suit that he's wearing looks expensive, older, but it almost looks like he borrowed it from his father or something. It's very large on him. It looks like it's possible that recently he's lost a bit of weight. But he, as soon as he sees you, he doesn't stand up. He kind of makes the gesture to stand up, but he doesn't quite stand up at the table to greet you. And he says, "Yes, I'm Augustus Larkin, and I assume this is, of course, Professor DiAngelo and Vincent Quartermain. Thank you. Please join us." And he asks you to sit with them at the table.
What was his name?
His name is Larkin, Augustus Larkin. He's the organizer. Yeah. He's the organizer. I don't have for some reason, there's not a portrait of him. And he introduces, and this, of course, oh, geez. Okay. Well, this, of course, he introduces a man. So don't read what this man is named in his portrait. He introduces this smiling African-American gentleman as Hughes. This is Mr. Hughes. He's a folklorist that will be joining us. He has interest in the local folklore surrounding this site, which we will be traveling to. And of course, this is my manservant Mendoza. And he's referring to the guy that was staring you down. The kind of shabby looking, so he introduces the man as Jesse Hughes. So the African American man appears very friendly. He's got kind of a knowing little grin on his face. He looks to be in his maybe late 30s, early 40s. and Vincent, something is odd about this guy. Something strikes you. There's like a weird familiarity or something when you are introduced to him.
With Mr. Hughes?
Yes, with Mr. Hughes. If you want to roll, let's see what would be good to roll for a kind of memory jogging. I guess it could just be, let's see.
Intelligence?
Yeah, just an intelligence roll. Yeah, if you want to just give me an intelligence roll. Oh, and make sure you mark, Matt, the success you had from your book. Okay.
Ooh, extreme.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is odd because you were introduced to this man and you recognize him from publicity photos and things, not as Jesse Hughes, but this is the author, the well-published author, Jackson Elias. So Mr. Elias is very famous for his research of cults, of death cults and things. His most recent publication, his book that was released in 1918 to much acclaim, is called Sons of Death. And it was a modern day kind of infiltration of the Thuggee cult in modern day, or in current day India. So he infiltrated this death cult. So he has a lot of interest in cults and kind of human sacrifice and things. He's written things such as The Way of Terror, Masters of the Black Arts, The Smoking Heart. And he's had interest previously in South American death cults. The Smoking Heart was about a history of Mayan death cults. So you know, and you can share this maybe later with Manny, that this guy is kind of working undercover, and maybe he doesn't want to be exposed. He's working under an assumed name just to kind of protect himself, and probably also to get the work. If perhaps if it was known that he's such an accomplished author, it may be he may be not allowed to join. Larkin would have forbidden him to join. But yes, so you're seated at the table. You're introduced to everybody. So it's a small party, and Larkin says, "Yes, I needed to go outside of the country. Local assistance is non-existent. There's so much fear surrounding many old wives' tales and things around this site that it's been impossible to get any local help. Of course, we'll be able to hire mules and supplies and transportation, but as far as manpower, it's going to be us, and so we're staying as small as possible. I'm so glad to have you involved in this project. There is going to be great historical and archaeological significance to this site. I'm convinced of it, and also I'm positive that there will be significant riches, which of course we will all be splitting, which will all be split amongst us. If either of you guys want to do a psychology roll, just kind of like looking around the table and listening to Larkin's explanation.
Sure. Psychology.
Yeah, if either of you guys have anything.
I got a regular one.
Oh, nice. Okay. So the professor notices that definitely after he stopped staring you down, Mendoza went back to staring at Hughes, who you know as Elias, Jackson Elias. So he's either very suspicious or has some. It just looks like hatred. You see just hatred on the face of Mendoza. It possibly could be, you feel maybe it could be a racial thing. There's something going on tense between the two of them. But Mendoza is giving a
between Mendoza and
the writer,
Hughes?
and Hughes, and the man introduced to you as Hughes. So so you have a pleasant dinner during which Larkin describes the expedition. You'll be traveling, into the forests. It will be a few days, so there'll be a kind of a staging city of Puno, where you will arrive. He has trucks reserved, so trucks will take you from Lima to Puno. From there, you have mules that you can use to venture into the into the forest and into the jungle, I guess, and to the site of the pyramid itself. So this is a pyramid that I'm convinced contains proof of a lost civilization and very valuable artifacts. We will head into the highlands to find this, and I'm sure it not only making us very famous with this discovery, but also very wealthy. And so let's see.
I'm chain smoking and drinking wine the whole time at dinner.
Okay.
I do think I at some point ask the gentleman, what's his name, Mendoza? If he's sure he's up to the trip. He looks unwell.
Oh, okay. So the Spanish looking guy, not the British guy, right? Not the organizer. Yes. So
right.
Yeah. So Mendoza
They
just
both look unwell.
yeah, they're both looking pretty unwell. Mendoza just gives you a very curt "I'm strong." Very. You hear a heavy Spanish accent in his voice, and he hasn't said anything during this whole discussion. He's just kind of glaring and looking back and forth. And also with that psychology roll, you get a little bit of a story about how they discovered this site. So Larkin is talking about that. Of course, yeah, he expects there'll be some riches, and he tells you that he knows of this because of an alpaca farmer near Puno who claimed that his grandfather recovered from the tunnels below this site in the mountains these artifacts. The grandfather would not go back to the site because of the superstition, but he told his family that there were many other treasures in these tunnels. And as he's kind of going on with this, because of that nice psychology roll, you see this as kind of this story doesn't make a lot of sense, and it kind of seems like nonsense, but he does present in front of you, and you can see kind of in that background image, he presents in front of you two items. These are the artifacts, that the farmer's grandfather was able to obtain. One is a pendant in the form of a man holding two rods or staves embellished with kind of rectangular shapes. The other is a golden cup carved with geometrical patterns and circles and inlaid with turquoise. So if either of you want to roll archaeology on these artifacts, you can see what you're dealing with here.
Can you describe them again?
Sure. One is a pendant, kind of a large gold, and both of these are golden items. A pendant with the image of a man holding rods or staves next to him, and then around him are these rectangular shapes. The other is a golden cup carved with with geometric patterns and circles, and inlaid with turquoise. So if either of you have a...
Okay, so I thought you said on the first one there was two men holding rods and staves.
No, so just one. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, man holding
one
two
man
rods.
holding two staves.
One man, two staves. Yes. Yeah. So roll archaeology if you want to get any more information or kind of.
That's going to be you, Vincent. I didn't study archaeology.
Well, luckily I did, and I have a whole 25.
Oh, nice.
Oh dear.
Oh, would you like to push that?
Might make it.
Yeah. Would you like to?
How do I do that?
You can just roll again, but it's going to take you some time, and it might create a little bit of discomfort around the table that you're over interested in examining these artifacts. But you can
no
take
problem doing that.
Second roll with a.
I'm like, let me look at that again.
All right.
Let me look at that closely.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. So yes. So Larkin. I can assure you that these artifacts are from the site. They don't need to be heavily examined. Obviously, these are from the local Tawanaku culture, or have similarities to the local Tawanaku culture from the 5th century. I assure you there's no need for this over examination. And actually, if you'd be so kind, please finish your meal and enjoy drinks. But I must excuse myself. I must retire. I'm afraid my health is a little failing. I'm suffering from side effects and kind of long-term damage from a bout of malaria. But I will retire and leave you to finish.
I instantly produce a neckerchief or what do you call it? A handkerchief and put it over my face.
Okay.
My goodness, of course. You certainly may leave.
And if you want to do a medicine or spot hidden as Larkin leaves the table.
Oh man, okay.
Just Manny, or
no, either of you. Yeah, either of you. Yeah, you're still
have to be spot hidden for me.
Okay.
No.
Okay. How about Vincent? Oh, okay. Those cups are too fascinating.
They all leave, or does anyone
just Mendoza? Hughes stays. Yes. So Hughes, and he gives you a smile as soon as Larkin and his and Mendoza have left the table to return
Did
to
Larkin
their hotel.
take the artifacts?
Actually he did. Yeah. He did say yes.
Nuts.
I'll be taking those.
Those belong in a museum.
And he tells you that they are actually staying at a different hotel. And Larkin during the dinner apologized that he couldn't book everyone at the same hotel. We'll be staying at the Hotel España. They didn't have any other available rooms. I'm so sorry, but your hotel is quite comfortable. And I will excuse myself. And so Hughes gives Vincent a big smile because he saw the kind of the light of recognition in Vincent's eyes, and says to Vincent, "You're not going to tell anybody, are you?" I'm undercover.
No, but maybe you could explain later.
Yes. Well, I can explain now. Let's order some more drinks, and yes, we can spend the
yes, more drinks.
spend the night discussing. So yes,
Senora, Missouri.
Otherwise known as truth serum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do another round of drinks.
So Elias, Jackson Elias explains to you, yes, I've been in Peru now for a few months, and I'm become very interested in what I believe is a local cult worshiping. I don't know what seems to be some kind of death cult that may have been here as early as the conquistadors. You may have heard of these vampire stories. They're kind of well known. These pale-faced vampires. And from the research that I've done and people that I've talked to, there may be a group formed around the worship of these things. I mean, I don't believe that they actually exist. I believe all the bad that's done in this world is done by humans. But there have been disappearances in local villages and bodies found. And I'm convinced that if I can get to this site, there may be some proof of either the connections or the origins of this death cult. So that's what got me involved. And please don't. Please, I'm Mr. Hughes for the duration of this. Expedition. Please don't tip my hand to our benefactor, because I have a feeling he would have me leave. He would dismiss me immediately. I have a contact at the local university, a Professor Sanchez, that may be useful, and especially if you have any questions about what we're going into. He has what he believes is an actual artifact. I'm not sure if you were able to tell, but what Latham was showing at Larkin. Sorry, what Larkin was showing us was a bunch of nonsense. Those are just some trinkets that I'm sure he bought. They were about 10 centuries, 10 centuries apart in creation. But Professor Sanchez, at the recently the recently established archaeology and anthropology museum in Lima can show us an actual piece that he believes is recovered from this site. He's been a great source of information to me, and I'm sure he would be interested in meeting you as well. I have an appointment with him in the morning. If you'd like to accompany me, of course, you're free to do whatever you want. But he is an excellent resource.
Yeah, we could
That sounds
definitely.
like a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. But I have to ask, Mr. Air quotes Hughes, if you know that this Larkin is actively misrepresenting with these artifacts, I mean, aren't you concerned that he's up to no good?
Yeah, well, I've if you've read any of my books, I've been through it all, and I know how to handle myself. And he kind of pulls his jacket aside, and he's got a revolver, in a holster under his shoulder. I can handle myself. I know we may be walking into some danger, and I do not like the looks of Mendoza. I have a feeling either he's on to me or he doesn't like colored folk. So either way,
Or both.
or both. Either way, I think we are we're in for something. But this proof of the origin of this death cult is important to what I'm working on. I can't once my curiosity gets up, I can't put it down without some sort of conclusion.
Are you staying at the same hotel as Mr. Larkin?
No, I'm over with you at the over with you at the Maori Hotel. Yes. But if are you curious about checking in on Larkin tonight?
Oh, I just been thinking a lot about hotel room lately.
Mm. Oh, and the other thing that you noticed that wouldn't have necessarily needed a roll is Larkin was a little sweaty, so it doesn't seem to be adapting well to the climate. But also he had kind of an odd smell to him. You couldn't quite nail it. And the food, the food was quite aromatic and wonderful that was brought in that kept kind of covering things up. But Larkin had an odd smell, and he did seem to be kind of trying to conceal it with cologne. Like there was a heavy, like kind of stale, sick smell, but covered with kind of too much cologne.
Yeah. I've been chain smoking because of the smell in this room. I did want to have a nice dinner. I'm glad they left the table.
Yes.
What kind of smell?
It's kind of strange. It's kind of a sickly, sweet, kind of, a little rotten smell. Like not quite like death or maybe like rotten meat, maybe like But he was covering. Yeah, he was covering that up. You noticed even before the food came, you noticed that.
Was it his breath or just like coming off of his body?
Just coming off of him. Yeah, you weren't sitting close enough maybe to get his breath. So yeah, it did seem to be kind of just coming off of him. But it kept getting masked by the aromas of the food and everything that was brought out. All right. So yeah, if there's anything you'd like to do, so Elias proves to be a very charming. He tells you stories. He's had many adventures all around the world, kind of a globe hopping adventurer, and tells you many very entertaining stories about his adventures in India and the Far East, and even in his research in the Mayan death cults in South America. So very, very charming guy. You have a very nice. Is there anything else that you want to ask him, or anything about?
Yeah. What does he intend to do with the information discovered in this expedition?
Yeah, I plan
he
to
writing a
publish.
book,
Yeah,
or
yes. I'm working on the manuscript for my next book, and it started just by interviewing some of the locals here. But as soon as the Larkin expedition was announced, I had to be included because all of the stories do seem to center around these highlands in the Andes. So we're headed to kind of the border between the but the border of Peru, the Andes, the Bolivia, the border of Bolivia and Peru, in the highlands of the Andes, and all of my stories seem to originate from this place. So I have to see it for myself.
okay? And then so just to clarify, I know him because I read one of his books,
Yeah.
or I've met him before.
Yeah, you haven't met him before. You've seen a lot of promotional photographs and things of him, so you knew his face because he's well published. And I'm not sure if
of him.
Yes, yeah. So I don't know if Vincent writes fiction or nonfiction, but Elias is just obsessed with death cults and the history of just ancient organizations of basically people doing bad things. So you may have read some of his titles, but you're definitely aware of him as a famous nonfiction writer about cults.
Right. No, Vincent is a fiction writer. He likes to write about adventures.
Oh, okay. All right.
Inspired by his great-grandfather, Alan Quartermain.
Yes. Excellent.
Oh, when are we supposed to leave on the trucks?
So the trucks are booked for, I think you've got you've got a few days.
We've got a few days.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's time to do stuff. Yeah, you'll be able to. Let me double check. There's definitely time to visit the museum at the university, and where did because we're in March, and sorry, this is not easy to move around in. But so it'll be a few days in Lima to prepare. But but there are rented trucks that are taking you to Puno, a mountain town where you'll leave on foot from there, or maybe on with mules. So it looks like he's anticipating you needed these to carry something. So he's anticipating bringing something back.
Well, I would definitely like to join him for his little trip to the university.
Okay.
But I've never been to South America, so I think I'm gonna, as the kids say, tie one on.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So you.
What is?
Yeah, so Larkin opened a tab basically for you guys. So you can drink yourselves silly if you'd like tonight. Get up to no good.
Yeah, so I will be, especially since we're out of prohibition area.
Yes, right.
Drinking, smoking, flirting with the local ladies.
Yeah.
The one thing I am for sure gonna do is I want to buy one of those what do you call it, chulos, the Peruvian caps that are made out of the alpaca hair that have the little ear flaps.
Okay. Nice.
I'm definitely buying one of those.
All right, excellent.
What is the weather like? Is it cold?
No, it's not bad. And especially in Lima where you are, it's actually kind of reasonable this time of year because you're still in spring. It's like March. So you've missed kind of the rainy seasons. Maybe closer to the mountains, it's still going to be kind of rainy and misty. But it's reasonable. So it's in the 70s. You're near the it's a port. It's a port city, so you're near the ocean. So it's got some nice cool breezes. At night, maybe it gets a little cool, like it gets a little chilly, but very, very mild and very, very temperate.
Mm-hmm.
We are almost, but not quite, on the same sort of line as Australia, so it's probably technically
Oh,
fall
right. That's
here.
right. We're south of the equator. That's right. Yeah, that's right. So it is March, but it is like fall weather. There we go. It's fall, not spring weather, fall weather. But yeah, but I think the rainy season it does happen at this time. Like you just kind of missed a
Probably rains all the time.
yeah, and closer to the mountains. Yeah, it's going to be overcast for most of it. All right, yeah. So you tie one on and have a great time with Elias. He's quite entertaining, and you find out he's based in New York, but he travels so much that he barely gets back to his little or his. I guess he usually just stays at hotels, so he barely gets back to his hotel that he frequents because he's always chasing some story or chasing some folklore that he's heard about that leads him to yet another cult of death in this lovely world. And yeah.
Vincent likes a good strong drink, but he just sips it very slowly throughout the night to make it last the whole night.
Good.
So he's not interested in getting drunk and losing control.
Okay.
Or having any kind of blackout sessions with every boss.
All right. Good. Yeah, you notice an interesting mix. It seems that there have been some Chinese and Japanese brought into to work on railroads in South America. There's a mix of European and locals. So yeah, very interesting club. Plenty of the professor has plenty of attractive women to chase around.
Yeah, I'll try to use my my Italian to flirt.
There you go. That's right. Oh, and you find out also that Elias is fluent in Spanish. He's extensively traveled. He knows about 5 languages.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes, so he'll help. He can help with any translation and kind of finding your way around. Because yeah, the professor's English isn't great, so he'll be able to be friendly. But Elias can translate for both Vincent and the professor. So yeah, he's been here for months and is kind of well acquainted with Lima. All right. So anything else you'd like to do this evening? Do you want
to? General carousing. What time is he planning on going to the university?
Oh, yeah. He just said, yeah, we can. I've got an appointment at 10 a.m. With the professor.
Okay.
What university is this?
This is let's see, university. It's actually the museum, the recently built museum attached to San Marcos University, the University of San Marcos. Yeah, so the National University of San Marcos, and this is the Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology. All right. Oh, actually, no. He said, "Oh, okay. Well, as you guys continue to drink, he decided, he'll change the he'll change the appointment to 2, so you guys can get a little extra sleep."
Good. That's a good man.
So,
and the appointment was with Larkin?
No, with Professor Sanchez at the university. Yeah, Larkin just said you guys are free for a few days to just enjoy and. You'll get ready to leave by truck in a few days. All right. So yeah, your meeting was on a Friday. So now, the appointment will be Saturday.
Okay.
All right. Good. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you have an enjoyable night. Good food, good drinks, and you can see. Elias definitely seems to be able to handle himself. Yeah, very charming. Lots of stories, lots of amazing stories. And for Vincent, this is fascinating. If he's read any of the books, any of Elias's books, he's getting a lot of details and background information just about how all the close calls and how dangerous some of this infiltrating cults ended up being.
Okay.
All right.
Wherever I can, I'll try to throw in little tidbits about interesting things that I've learned about anything that sounds familiar,
Mm.
and I'll make things up wherever I feel like I can.
Good.
I can
Nice.
Fiction.
Fill in the blanks. Okay.
And I'm trying to like, as writers, they're talking about stuff a little out of my comfort zone, but every once in a while I'll throw in some story about my brother Dante beating up a bunch of people in a bar for me and stuff like that.
Nice. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if Dante's made enforcer yet, but he's climbing his way up the family structure. Nice. Okay. So unless there's anything else you want to do, we can kind of fast forward to heading to the university.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So Professor Emmanuel's kind of fighting a hangover, but a little bit of hair of the dog seems to have handled that quite well.
Try that with the chimichurri sauce. It's perfect. I'm wearing that cap, by the way. I'm like I have that on all the time.
Nice. Okay.
What kind of hat is this again?
It's a chulo. You would recognize it if you saw it. It's like the traditional Peruvian cap thing. It's made out of alpaca hair or fur or whatever. And they're real colorful, and they have like little flaps that come down over your ears.
Okay, I just Googled it. I know what you're talking about.
Nice. All right.
That's ridiculous.
But
okay.
There's the public transportation in Lima is interesting. The buses are kind of few and far between. Just a few taxis, but there is an electric tram system that actually runs pretty well. So it feels kind of modern, and you're able to take that easily to the campus of University of San Marcos. And the university is quite old. Elias explains it was founded in 1551, so one of the oldest seats of higher learning in the Americas. The museum itself, though, was just opened 2 years previous, and Professor Sanchez was appointed to head that up. And as you arrive, the museum itself is just a 2-story building painted kind of dark yellow, and it fronts the university park to kind of blend in with the older buildings there. You're led in to Professor Sanchez's office on the ground floor. The interior of the building itself is very airy, tall ceilinged rooms, white walls, and in his office there's just shelves after shelves and shelves of books and artifacts. He sits at a large hardwood desk piled high with papers and journals. And he's a bit surprised when he sees Elias has brought people with him. And so in Spanish, he says to Elias, I didn't expect any company. I hope you don't expect me to speak English this during our meeting. And then he greets you in very, very heavily Spanish accented. He says, nice to meet you. Please sit.
Ow!
And there's a cheerful conversation in Spanish between Elias and Professor Sanchez, and you can ask him questions. He can handle English. He's being modest. His English is better than he was saying, and you are kind of. Elias keeps kind of turning to you and kind of summarizing some of the stuff that the professor is saying. He said, the professor has he asked Larkin on multiple occasions to be included in this expedition and was just rebuffed every time. He sent him, a series of letters, kind of all the information that he knew about this site, and was just kind of, just pushed aside. Professor Sanchez is quite an authority in these parts, so it's rather odd that that Larkin wouldn't seek his expertise, but Professor Sanchez, of course, is a bit worried that Larkin is just and as he pronounces it, a huiqueros, a Quechua word for grave robber. So he kind of with disdain says he thinks because he doesn't want to be involved that he's up to no good.
Treasure hunter.
Yes.
I'll ask Hughes if he's told the professor about the anachronistic artifacts that Larkin showed us.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Professor Sanchez. Yes, yeah. So I that reinforces, the fact that he doesn't have that his motives are not based on any sort of reality. We don't know what he doesn't know what he's actually going to find there. Is what Professor Sanchez explains, and he says, in fact, I have a documented actual artifact from this site. Let me get that for you. Actually, my one of my graduate students, she should be coming here soon to bring it to us. Let me see. I don't know why she shouldn't be here. It's very interesting. It's a gold. It's a piece. It's hard to tell exactly what this is, but it's a piece. It's like a gold strip with some very strange geometric markings on it. It's not a language that any of us have been able to translate. But actually, Elias, do me a favor, and can you and your friends go to the storeroom? I will wait here in case she returns. But please go to the storeroom and check on her. I'm sure she's just got distracted. She's actually working on an interesting translation. But please go to the storeroom and check on her. I will wait here in case she returns before. Her name is Trinidad Riso. So Elias says, "Gentlemen, come with me. We need to find the professor's student." And
okay, so, like this is something someone on staff can handle, but okay.
Yes. So yeah, Professor Sanchez wants to wait in his office in case she seems a little absent-minded, so she may have gotten distracted. But Elias says, okay, let's see. You have to see this place though. It's for any of your South American curiosity, this museum is absolutely amazing.
We're after we leave that room and we're walking out or wherever we're headed. I'm gonna just kind of quietly ask Vincent. Vincent, did you bring a firearm by any chance?
I have my revolver and my rifle.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
And
Elias.
Unless there was, unless you tell me that there's some reason why I wasn't able to bring those things, I would.
Yeah, no, I think you're okay.
I carry them everywhere.
Okay.
Didn't get it through the 1921 metal detector.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and you know that Elias is carrying. So you've got two armed individuals. Okay, the storeroom. Elias is familiar where the storeroom is. It's almost directly under Professor Sanchez's office. So you go to a staircase that kind of winds down this long, dimly lit corridor, and you're in the basement of the museum. And since it's the weekend, it's quite quiet. You don't see or hear anything. There's no coming and going of anybody. You don't hear anything around. You arrive at the storeroom, and the door itself, because this is storage, is normally locked, and it's sitting ajar. So Elias kind of slowly sticks his head in there, and it's quite a large room, like 80 feet by 45 feet, and you can see kind of from the how far he's pushed the door open. Evenly spaced rows, kind of floor to ceiling of shelves. Most of the shelves are packed with crates and boxes containing all variety of artifacts of historical interest. Everything's, of course, clean and neatly labeled. There is kind of dim electric lighting in one end near the packed shelves, but it's difficult to see very far because of the shelves themselves and how tightly packed the room is. All right.
So the three of us are down here.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just
The
me,
door's
Manny, and Elias.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Elias has kind of poked his head in, and is just looking around.
Well, is she here?
Rizzo, you get a little Rizzo. You down here? In Spanish, of course, he's calling in Spanish, not English. He calls in Spanish, and there's no reply. And so it's a bit odd, but he kind of gestures to you guys. Each of you want to take a row, and we'll head into the room. And he kind of makes a gesture. He puts his arm, in his jacket, but he doesn't pull anything out at the time. But he's a little nervous. It's just a little uncomfortable that it is a big quiet empty university, but he seems to be a little bit unnerved. So are you gonna take a row and follow?
What is the lighting like down here?
There's a little bit at the far end. There's a little bit of electric lighting, but it's pretty dim. Yeah, you can see kind of dimly between the shelves, but it doesn't quite reach. There's light, of course, from outside with the door open. Kind of both ends have some dim lighting.
Okay, but Elias reaching into his jacket or whatever, it looks like he's reaching for his gun.
Yeah, he's just putting his hand there, because
putting his hand on it.
Yeah, it feels a little uncomfortable.
Do we have some idea why he would think that something might happen down here? He would need his gun.
PP?
So he let's see. He doesn't really he's had a bad feeling, and you kind of saw him even last night at dinner. No matter how intoxicated he was kind of glancing around the room and keeping an eye out. So he said, I've had some strange figures follow me around Lima. So I don't know what they're interested in. I don't know why they're so interested in me, but just be careful.
Well, when I break off to go down one of the aisles,
okay,
I'm going to pull out the switchblade my brother gave me to protect myself.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. You see Elias. Elias is a little nervous. Okay. Yeah, so why don't you guys give me some spot hidden?
Oh no. Not my strong point.
Yeah. Where is Dante?
Oh, I made it.
Oh, okay. All right. And
I did not.
Okay, so the row that Manny continues down, by the time you get to kind of where the electric light is hitting it, you see a body laying on the ground. First, you step in some blood that's kind of been trailing off of it, and then you can see a young woman's body laying in the row that Manny walked down.
Gotta look up some Italian words.
So was the blood like sticky or like still wet?
It was very wet. Yeah, if Manny calls you over, both Elias and Vincent can see. Yeah, it looks like she's been very, very recently attacked, and it's really strange. There's a crate that's been broken open, and it looks like kind of forced open, and there's straw in there protecting this piece of gold, this strip of gold. The young woman is clutching a notebook in her hand, and she has this large, probably like 4 inches in diameter, this large circular wound on her chest, where all of this where this blood has been coming from, but her body itself looks just kind of she looks like skin and bones. It looks like something has taken a lot of the fluid out of her, and the blood on the floor was from the initial penetration, of the injury on her chest. But she is very gaunt. She's definitely been very recently attacked, but there just doesn't seem like even the muscles have seemed to kind of disintegrate under her skin. She's just literally skin and bones with a horrific kind of expression on her face.
And so she's dead, right?
Yes. You don't see her moving at all.
Dio mio! I crossed myself real quick and very slowly approached the body. Over here, everyone! Over here!
And
I think I found poor Senorita Trinidad.
And the condition that she's in. Please give me a sanity roll.
Boo.
Yeah, maybe even Dante would have to do this because of the unusual appearance of her.
I made it.
Oh, good. Okay, so no loss. How about Vincent? Yeah, remember your. Yeah.
Oh, am I seeing this too?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You see her because Vincent called you over. Unless you refuse to go over. I mean, that's if you don't want to see a dead body.
I'm sure he's. The professor's probably gasping. Anyway, yeah.
If I'm falling into old habits, I'm just crossing.
What do I need to roll? Sanity?
Yeah, sanity.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, no loss of sanity, but you do feel sorry for this girl. This strange wound in her upper chest, and this like mask of terror on her face. Her eyes are still wide and staring. And yeah, you do. Yeah, sorry.
The wound, is it like somebody took a circular chunk out of her, or is it like
it's not
circular cut?
It's like it's strangely a circular bite. Like it looks like if there was something with a perfectly round mouth and it took a bite into her. So it doesn't appear to be jaws. It appears, something more worm-like, almost like how a maggot or something would eat flesh. It doesn't look like something with jaws. It looks very, very other. And
I'm gonna close her eyes gingerly.
All right,
and like just say a blessing over her.
Okay.
Don't people's eyes just pop back open when you do that?
I hope not.
Well, she's kind of dehydrated now, right? Maybe I can get them to stick together.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you notice that there's almost no liquid, no moisture in this body. Almost like, it was just instantly mummified. It's a very strange condition. You haven't seen anything like that before. And so there is this notebook that she's clutching in her hand, and there's also this crate that's been broken open nearby, and you see the glint of something gold. That's. I
will try to gingerly take the notebook from her.
Okay.
Vincent, do you want to look at the shiny thing over there?
Sure. I will go towards the gold.
Okay. All right. So first, the professor, you pull a notebook out of her hand, and it should just be number 3. Why is there only 2? Peru, 1, 2. Let me go down a little bit here. But it's it looks like the translation in this notebook. There's pages in there, and it looks like the translation that Professor Sanchez mentioned that she was working on. Peru Papers 3. There we go. Okay, so it's just a written. It looks like a summary. Let me share this all with you guys. So this is Carlisle Papers Peru number 3 in your list of handouts, and it's a summary. And at the top, it says Spanish, written by Gaspar Figueroa. Figueroa, thank you. I should be able to say that. Figueroa from 1543, written on vellum. And Figueroa is a Spaniard who had traveled to Peru with Francisco Pizarro, so a conquistador. Uh-oh.
So is this in Spanish?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely would have been in Spanish, but you get some idea. Yeah, Elias, if you show it to Elias, he'll translate that first little bit that I read to you. But this will be in Spanish.
I know Latin and Italian, so I might be able to triangulate some of this.
Yeah, you can make out what some of it has said, and basically this is just a summary of the writings. So there was vellum and probably damaged. So it describes this survivor, the Gaspar Figueroa, survived this encounter. He was served with Pizarro, and they went to this ancient temple filled with gold. The men set off into the mountains. The tunnels were inlaid with intricate gold carvings. The men were prying it out, and but then this evil sickness befell all of the companions. They had this gaunt, death-like look, complaining of agonizing hunger, and they pursued Figueroa Figueroa and Mendoza. So Mendoza is referenced. The name Mendoza is referenced in here, and started to devour him like a human leech. Figueroa shot his friend in the head and fled. So Mendoza was he saw Mendoza get attacked and shot him and ran away. And basically Figueroa escaped to the nearest civilization, and kind of on his deathbed he wrote this account. So there's a postscript written by the priest who formed.
Can we tell how long ago? Is anything dated?
Yeah, this is 1543. So this is a long time ago. So 400 years ago, almost 400 years ago. So this is the time of the conquistadors and the Spanish, Spanish kind of plundering of South America. But I'll leave this for you to read any more of the details. But he died. Figueroa himself died a day after completing this confession, and his last words were an entreaty to whatever gods were listening to forgive him for his blasphemies. He was the lone survivor, but he did mention a Mendoza. Oh, and sorry, there's the if you don't want to read the handwritten font.
Are we supposed to? I mean, is Mendoza's full name in there, or?
It's Di Mendoza. You don't know. I mean, that seems insane.
Luis A. Mendoza,
right? Yes. So 400.
But there's no reason that we would think that it's the same Mendoza.
Yes, that it would be a 400-year-old man.
Later.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay.
If we saw something that said undead conquistador on it.
But you didn't see that, did you? All right, and let's go to Vincent, and Vincent looks at the crate that's broken open, and there's straw to protect the artifact that was in, and it was I think I've got a thing for this as well. Or no, I don't think I have an artifact, but it's like a
crate or
it's a crate, and there's a gold, there's a kind of a strip of gold in there. It's about 3 inches wide and about 2 feet long, and it's this strip of gold that has these bands kind of coming off of it, but a 2-foot strip of gold is quite heavy. It weighs about 25 pounds, and it's got these geometric shapes imprinted in it. They don't look like any language. There doesn't seem to be you don't connect them to any known languages. Doesn't resemble any form of writing. Perhaps it's just decorative. But if you want to give me a spot hidden on this, give you a little bit.
I'll try.
You can try. You can try.
Oh, I did it.
Nice. Woo. All right. So this appears to be a very old artifact, and it's largely just a straight band with these 4 kind of prongs or something, kind of these spurs that are off the edges of it. And you notice, strangely, that there is what appears to be freshly burnt skin on the surface of the gold. You're holding it, and it's cold to the touch, but it looks like it burnt something just recently. It burnt someone's skin that tried to touch it, because there's a kind of burnt pieces of skin on the surface of the gold. And the crate itself looks.
Am I just looking at it at this point, or I've picked it up and I'm holding it?
Oh, it's up to you, but you can notice this without even holding it. But yeah, if you touch it, yeah, it's not hot, so it doesn't make any sense why something would be burnt to the surface. And it does look, the crate itself looks like it was forced open, like something broke this crate open to get what was inside. But it's still here. And if anybody wants to try a track roll, you can. That might not be an easy one to make. I don't know if you guys put any points in it.
I have a 40.
Oh, okay.
So I succeeded in that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, you do that.
Nice. Well, Vincent, I don't know if you want to take the artifact, the gold artifact, to show the professor. But when you return to the body and you kind of study the blood that pooled from her initial bite, you see that just as Emmanuel stepped in the blood coming in, something, whoever was involved in possibly her murder, stepped on it and ran out. So there's a trail, kind of an intermittent trail of bloody footsteps that you didn't notice on the way in, and lead out of the storeroom and up the stairs towards Sanchez's office.
Is the only, well, we wouldn't know, but do we know that whether Sanchez is the only one that goes to that office?
Yeah, that's his office. Yeah, his name was on the door. Yeah, it was. It is his office. But yeah, there are bloody footprints from the victim, from the student, from Rizzo, towards the direction of Sanchez's office. But
he was the one that told us that she was missing, right?
She just was. Yeah, she was due to arrive. She was supposed to be there with this artifact for the appointment. You know, the appointment that Elias made. She didn't show up and sent you after.
This all looks pretty fresh, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, very much.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think you're on the right track if you're thinking it's the professor. I think we need to run back and save the professor right now.
All right. So, yes, if you want to, so you want to do that. So what do you do with the translation and the artifact? Are you going to bring those with you?
Well, I have the translations in the notebook, right?
Yes.
So I have that.
Okay. If
Vincent tells me about the tracks, then I'm going to leap up and say, we need to get back to that office.
Okay. All right. And
I will like make I will make everybody aware of that right away as soon as I notice it.
Oh, okay.
So that
yes, and as you
probably at this time would be a good time for me to pull my gun out.
Yes. Yeah, Elias has that same idea. So
how big is that artifact?
It's about 2 feet, 2 feet long, and it's kind of a thick strip of gold. It weighs about 25 pounds. Ooh, pretty heavy.
Yeah, kind of heavy to be carrying around while we're chasing footprints around.
Right.
Does Manny want to like guard the gold and the body while we investigate the footprints?
Yeah, I can do that.
Or
I think.
Do I set the gold down and we go chase the footprints off and leave the gold here behind?
Well, you two armed men can go chase the tracks down. I will take the artifact in my arms, put the notebook away in my coat, and just sort of stick my head back out the door we came in and, hello, help, policia!
All right. All right. Yeah, so if Elias and Vincent are going to head back up to Professor Sanchez's office, why don't you give me a luck roll, Vincent?
Luck. And and missed it by 2.
Oh, would you like to spend some points to get it, or?
Can you spend
Would it
luck points?
spend luck to get more luck?
Oh, sorry. No, you
Does that
can't. You
work?
can't. No,
Does that
no.
work?
Sorry. No, thank you. No, you can't. You can't spend it on damage, and you can't spend it on luck rolls. Sorry. Yeah, unless that would be a horrible, a horrible funnel of of luck. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, luck rolls don't.
So
no luck.
I was just slightly unlucky this time.
Mm-hmm. Just slightly. So when you arrive at the office, you don't see the immediately see the professor. Elias is calling Professor Sanchez, and he seems to be fallen behind his desk, and he can't. He is having trouble talking. He's kind of gasping and having trouble talking. And the only thing, once he kind of gets his voice, once he's kind of cleared his throat, there's this strange kind of white white kind of liquid around his face. And Professor Sanchez says to Elias in Spanish, "He kissed me. He kissed me." And you didn't see anybody else in the room, but the professor is very shaken by what happened. And so there's some
I turn around and look around the room very carefully.
Okay, so something
anywhere that it's something or
you don't actually
check the ceiling.
There's nothing on the ceiling or anywhere. If because you rolled a good track, you do see the same footprints going in. There's like one, the blood is almost completely gone from the this perpetrator's shoes, but you do see it looks like something just made it out right before you got there. So you see the blood, bloody footprints led into the office, and then they got out before you made it up.
Out the window?
No, back out the door. Yeah. So because it's not like the university is closed, so the hallways are not brightly lit, but it was able to find some place to conceal itself. But you may have walked by him both times, or him, not him, but whatever that was. It was able to conceal itself. But the professor, he has some
vampire.
He has some strange. Strange, kind of cuts in a circular pattern around his mouth, but it's mostly just this strange white kind of thick goo that
is that the only wound on him?
Yes, yeah, that's it. He wasn't he has nothing in his chest, and he was able to, once he kind of cleared his throat, he was able to say that it kissed him. And Elias asks the professor to elaborate. That's just really strange. And he says that this man burst in to the office, tackled him, and basically put his face on his, and he felt this clench of these like small teeth on his face, and made him swallow something. So something was like forced down his throat, is what the professor recounts.
Ew. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the attention of the staff to call the police. Basically.
Okay, sure. Yeah, and you're able to. There's another graduate student that obliges and understands your policia calls, and so the police are called, and if you get the professor kind of back up in his chair and kind of comfortable, you can call an ambulance as well. So both an ambulance and police arrive to deal with both the body and the professor's attack. So he's going to be taken to the hospital to see what's going on. All right. So Elias doesn't know what to make of this. You didn't see any sign of whatever did this to both the professor and his student. But you did see footprints. You did see, obviously, someone was wearing shoes, stepped in the blood, and made it both to the storeroom and to the office unseen.
Can I Hmm. Are the footprints fresh enough that I could like maybe get a piece of like parchment tracing paper from the
Oh, sure.
university and lay it over one?
Yeah,
and-
they're very fresh. Yeah, this happened. Yeah, all very quickly. This thing could
Okay.
move very fast. Yes, yeah, you're able to do that, so you can get kind of the shape of the footwear that stepped in this blood. Yeah, that's good.
So they've come. They're taking the professor to the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah. Professor's going to be taken to the hospital, and they're, the crime scene for the student has been set up.
Vincent.
We have the gold, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, man, he held on to that.
I'll kind of keep it under my coat.
Sure. Just walking out of the museum with a big strip of gold.
2-foot long, 25-pound piece of gold. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm walking a little stiff, but you know. Should we see? We need to talk. You want to go back to the hotel and discuss this, or
Yeah, there or the bar, whichever.
well, yeah, the hotel bar.
Or do we need? Yeah. Is this something we want to bring Mr. Hughes into, or?
Oh,
or really
definitely. Yeah, no, I think we should definitely have him in the loop.
Yeah, Elias is eager to accompany you guys to find out what exactly this was. All right.
So
okay, we go back to the hotel.
Yeah. Scotch, per favore.
What?
All right.
That's please in Italian. It's as close as I'm going to get.
All right. All right. So the bar itself. So you don't see any sign of Larkin or Mendoza at the bar, and you didn't have any plans. You didn't have any exact plans. When the next time you would meet. But you know that they're at the Hotel España.
So once we're sitting down and have some drinks, I have many thoughts. And I'll pull out that notebook.
Yes.
You see the name here? It's Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the gaunt friend of our patron's name Mendoza?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then here they're talking about.
Are you suggesting that they might be related?
Perhaps. But you see also here about this person being bitten and dying or getting sickly, kind of similar to what's happened to Professor Sanchez.
Interesting coincidence.
Yeah. I took, and I'll go through my papers. I took an imprint of the shoe and the tracks you found. And, of course, I absconded with the gold artifact. Perhaps we should... and I'm looking at Hughes, like, you see if he's reacting at all. And I'm like, maybe invite them for dinner this evening and attempt to correlate some data.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Hughes seems to think, we got to figure this out because this doesn't make any sense. What they've seen so far. It doesn't make a lot of sense. He's still trying to put together that injury that you saw on the graduate student, and then the assault of the professor. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, and he seems very concerned over the condition of his friend, and he'll definitely follow up. Hughes will going to be attentive and phone the hospital or visit if he has a chance.
I will does the hotel have like a concierge type person?
Not really. Yeah, there's not. It's not very. There's not even a phone. Like the only phones would be a public phone. There's not a phone in the hotel. So neither of the hotels. And I guess Larkin probably would have made that known to you. We'll have to leave messages for each other at the hotel, or just come to each other's rooms because there's no hotel. There's no phone in either hotel.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will. Once Vincent and Hughes and I are done talking, I'll trot over to their hotel.
Oh, okay.
To try to invite them to dinner.
All right. So, the Hotel Espanol. Let me give you a little description of this. So is just the professor going? Are you going to come with him, Vincent? And you want to bring Elias?
Yeah, let's all go.
Okay.
We're going to have a confrontation, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep. So the
Is
three.
that what we're doing?
Yeah, the three.
Well, I was going to invite them to dinner. I don't even know if we need to see them right now. We might be able to just have the front desk send them a note or something.
Okay.
And then sort of have the confrontation at dinner in a very public space.
All right. Yeah. So
So you really believe that Luis de Mendoza in the journal from 400 years ago is the same one that we sat at the table with last night?
No, I don't necessarily believe that, but there's a lot of strange things going on, and just from the information I've gathered from you two, I feel like these people that have brought us on this expedition are probably corrupt and dangerous. So something's going on.
all right.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's find out.
Okay. So with Mr. Hughes, you head over to the Hotel España. So a small establishment. It looks like it's got about 12 rooms split between 2 floors. And it's on the corner of a busy street in the Lima district. When you walk in, there's no reception desk, but you see a small white-haired woman in a wool shawl in the foyer that greets customers. So you get a nice, hola, ¿cómo estás? From so Elias speaks with her in Spanish, and he says, "This is Senora Cupertina. Cupertina is the owner of this hotel, and just out of curiosity, Elias asks, "Do you have any rooms available?" And she says, yeah. So there are 4 rooms, a very good price, available. Do you want?" And Elias says, "No, we're looking for a guest." And he inquires about what Lath? I keep Larkin. I keep confusing his name. Larkin. So about Larkin and Mendoza, and she says Larkin tells him Larkin is in his room. I do not know. Mr. Senor Mendoza went out this morning. I haven't seen him, but I can give him the message. And she looks like she may just get up with her cane and slowly walk up to his room. If this is very important, I can give him the message now.
If you we could just go deliver the message. What is his room number?
Sure, she gives you that room number 4. Yeah, it's on the second floor.
Not 423.
423.
Or
410. It's 24. Yeah, room 24. It's second floor, 4th room, 24 on the corner there. And she directs you to his room. And the walls of the hotel are painted with bright kind of primary colors, covered with paintings and photographs of local scenery and things from the area, and a strange selection of kind of eclectic combination of different statues and plants and things. And the hallway is the same way, very brightly colored. And when you get to room 24, it seems to be similarly decorated, and the room's not locked. So Elias or Hughes knocks on the door and calls for Larkin, and you just kind of get a kind of an indistinct. You hear something, like somebody's trying to answer, but you can't make out what he said. The rooms on the upper floor looks like they have little balconies on them as well, but yeah.
So we're just hearing.
Yeah. So yeah,
I think he said 24.
Yeah, Larkin is in room 24.
So we just hear like a low, was it like moaning?
Yeah, kind of an indistinct kind of not sounding like
we need to check on him.
The thing is struck again. Put your arms into it, boys.
All right.
So I try the door. Is it open?
Yep, it's open, and you can use.
Then I comically fall into the room, I guess.
Yeah, Professor DiAngelo goes stumbling into the room as he was attempting to put his shoulder into the door. So both both Vincent and Manny make their way in, and you see Larkin. He's just laying on his bed. Just kind of laying in bed. He's got his kind of a loose dressing gown and pajamas on, but they're kind of like, he's wearing them very loosely and kind of falling off of him. And you see something a little strange on his chest. If you want to look a little bit more carefully, if you want to do spot hidden, but you see like the edge of some sort of
has a circular wound.
No, not. It doesn't look like a wound. It looks like a tattoo on his chest.
Oh yeah. Did you say spot hidden for this?
Yes, yeah. And he doesn't. He's.
No.
Uh oh.
No,
okay.
fail.
He seems very unresponsive. Just kind of
maybe Elias could roll
out of it.
Elias,
roll. Well, if you want to look around the room again, we can do kind of a re-roll on one of that. If you want to spend some time looking around the room, he's not getting out of bed. He's barely coherent. It doesn't look like he's injured at all. You don't see any blood. You don't see any wounds, but you see like kind of where his pajamas are open on his chest. There's some kind of marking on his chest.
I'm gonna check him.
I'm just gonna go up to him to see how he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Because he's obviously something's wrong.
Right. Yes. Yeah. If you want to,
it's too late in the day for it to still be a hangover from last night. Right.
Yeah. It's in the afternoon, the early evening. So yeah, he's seems very out of it. So yeah. Why don't you guys give me another spot hidden just to kind of continue, so you don't see anything more of the marks on him. Oh no.
Nope.
How about Emmanuel?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, I was gonna just like try to tend to him with my first aid skill.
Oh yeah. Why don't you do that? Yeah.
Maybe when I shake him, I'm gonna like shake him.
Okay.
Like, wake up. And
and it's
maybe maybe his hidden spot won't be so hidden anymore.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, and if it's like a modesty thing, like assuming we're not gonna rip his clothes off, that's literally what I'm gonna do right now with first aid. Is
sure.
Make sure.
Okay. Yeah. So give me a first aid roll there, Professor. As you tend, and so initially, both Vincent shaking him and the professor tending him. Oh, good. Yeah, be sure you mark that. Is it looks like he's been drugged. And as the professor examines him, you get a better look at this tattoo on his chest, but you also notice the veins on his arms have a strange discoloration. And then kind of, putting two and two together, you look over at the table, the nightstand right next to the bed, and you see a small glass vial. So, so instantly...
Is there a needle about?
Yes. It looks like, from what you can see of his condition, it looks like he's taken a large dose of heroin, which at this time is still legal in most areas. So he was able to just purchase this. The bottle itself says heroin in Spanish on it, a label. So he was able to legally procure it, but he's dosed himself pretty significantly, and you can tell from the from his veins on his arms that he's been drugging himself recently. He's kind of he's you get a kind of a little bit of a recognition, kind of a sleepy, dreamy recognition, and he says, "Professor," and it just kind of gives you a little nod. But and you can also, if you want to, while you were examining him, if you want to take a closer look.
Does he still smell?
Oh, yes. That's thank you. That was the other thing. When you kind of burst into the room, you kind of got it full force, this smell. And he's kind of, you notice the bed sheets are kind of, oily, kind of greasy, like he hasn't bathed or, tended to himself in a while. And the smell is pretty strong. He didn't douse himself in any cologne. So you're getting kind of the full force of this sickening sweet kind of rotten smell, but you don't see, there's no evidence on him except for the kind of abuse of his veins, or the drug abuse of him. And he does, look, he's very, very pale, has sunken eyes, isn't, gaunt and kind of strange looking like Mendoza, but he's definitely sick.
Dear God, the man's an opium fiend.
All right. And and then taking a look at taking a look at the thing on his chest. It's a strange, he has a large tattoo on his chest. And I don't know if I've got a good I might just have to describe